Hello everyone. In this video, we'll talk about the factors affecting permeability. For more such videos and solved examples, you can sign up on our website apscd.in. The link is. Hello everyone. In this video, we'll talk about the permeability of stratified soils. For more such videos and solved examples, you can check out our website apscd.in. Also, you can download our app from Google Play Store. So you can search APSCD and you can find our app and check out our content, which covers full length of video lectures, solved examples and test series. So here let's talk about the permeability of stratified soils. Till now we have talked about the permeability and considered the soil to be homogeneous and isotropic. That is, the properties of the soil are not changing over the whole thickness of the soil strata. But that is not the case in reality or in field, because the soil deposition, it takes place over a very long period of time. So it takes place in these layers. There will be these layered formations, and the properties of soils, property in one layer will be different than the properties in the other layer. That is, if we talk about the void ratio, then void ratio will be different in different layers. The unit weight of the soil will be different, and there can be similarly other property difference between the layers. And because of that, the permeability, the coefficient of permeability also is different through the different layers. Now if we want to calculate the seepage through such a soil that is stratified, there are different strata, so we need to find out an average value of K, or coefficient of permeability. So that we indicate with K equivalent, and we take the permeabilities of these different layers and try to find out this K equivalent here. So we have two cases. First one is horizontal flow and the second one is vertical flow. What is the difference between the two? So horizontal flow essentially means that the flow is parallel to the stratification. It does not actually mean that the flow has to be horizontal. It means that the flow is taking place parallel to the strata or stratification, and vertical flow means flow is taking place perpendicular to the stratification. That is, in this case, if the flow is from upside down, then we can call it vertical flow, and horizontal flow is horizontal flow. But let's say if we have the stratification in this manner, this is K1, K2, K3, then in this case, if flow is taking in this direction, then it will be a case of vertical flow or flow perpendicular to the stratification, because flow is taking place perpendicular to the stratification. Whereas if flow is taking in the second direction, then we'll call it as the flow parallel to the strata or horizontal flow. So you should keep this distinction in mind. Now first let's try to find out the equivalent coefficient of permeability for horizontal flow. So we'll start with the Darcy's law. We know, as per Darcy's law, Q is equal to KIA. Now in this case, we can write this Darcy's law equation for different layers. So here these layers have a different value of coefficient of permeability, and we know the discharge depends upon the coefficient of permeability, and because of that the discharge is different through different layers, or discharge is not same through the different layers, but total discharge is Q. So we can say, let's say in this layer discharge is Q1, in this it is Q2, and here it is Q3. So we can write the total discharge as Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Now next term that is there in this Darcy's law equation is the hydraulic gradient. Now let's say on this side the water level is somewhere here, and here on the downstream side it is somewhere here. So under the difference of head between the two levels, that is, let's say H, this flow is taking place, and the length of flow, if we say in this direction, this is L. So we can write the hydraulic gradient I as the head loss or head difference by the length of flow, that is H by L. Now this hydraulic gradient, if you see for this first layer, second layer or third layer, the hydraulic gradient is same for all the layers, because in all the layers the flow is taking place under the difference in head of H and over a length of L. So this I value is same in all the layers. We can say it is equal to I1 equal to I2 and I3. And if we want to write area of flow, so we can consider unit width perpendicular to the screen. So let's say that is 1. So area becomes, for first layer it will be, the height is h1, so h1 times 1. For second layer similarly it will be h2 times 1, and for third layer it will be h3 times 1. Now let's say if we are writing for the whole strata, then the coefficient of permeability or average value is K equivalent. So we can write Darcy's equation, K equivalent I times area. So if we say the full thickness, let's say this is capital H, so it will be KIH times 1, and Q1 is K1 I1 times H1 plus Q2 K2, Q2 is K2 I2 H2 plus Q3 is K3 I3 H3. Now we know I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I3, so this term cancels out here, and K equivalent we obtain as K1 H1 plus K2 H2 plus K3 H3 upon capital H. Capital H is H1 plus H2 plus H3. So that is the expression for average value of coefficient of permeability when the flow is horizontal or parallel to the strata. Now in this case, as we said, Q1 is not equal to Q2 is not equal to Q3. That also means that the velocity of flow through these different layers will also not be same, because we know Q is equal to area times velocity, and from there we can say that velocity also will not be same. So the layer that is having higher value of K, if it is higher, then the velocity will be higher, because we know V is equal to K I. So V is proportional to K. If the K is higher, then V will be higher, and if the K is lower, then V also will be lower, which also means that for the layer having higher K value, the discharge, if we talk about the discharge from a particular layer, that is Q1 or Q2 or Q3, the discharge will also be higher, because again from the Darcy's law we know Q is equal to KIA. Now I is same here, A for a moment we can consider the same, so we can say Q is proportional to K. If the value of coefficient of permeability is higher, then discharge will also be higher. So that is for the horizontal flow case. Now let's talk about the vertical flow. So in case of vertical flow, as we understood, the flow is perpendicular to the layers. So in this case we are talking about this flow here. So let's say, so again we can start with the Darcy's law to obtain the coefficient of permeability. So we know Q is equal to KIA. Now here from this left end we know Q flow is entering. Then if there is no leakage, if we are treating it as a closed system, then we know Q flow should also be coming out, and that means the flow through all these layers should be equal. That is, Q should be equal to Q1 equal to Q2 equal to Q3, and we know the value of K is different in these layers. Now if we talk about the hydraulic gradient, so let's say this is the ground surface, and on this side the head is somewhere here, and on the right side it is somewhere here. So the total flow is taking place under a head difference of h, and the length of flow if we talk about, so length of flow will be this length in which the flow is taking place. So this length is capital H. So if we talk about the total hydraulic gradient, so that is head difference small h by length of flow, that is capital H. Here L is not the length of flow like how it was in the previous case. In this case, this length of flow is capital H. Now, if we talk about the hydraulic gradient for this soil strata number 1, then what will be the value? Let's say at this point if we measure the head, then it is somewhere here. That means the head loss up to this point will be some value H1. Similarly, for the second point it will be some value H2. So if we write the hydraulic gradient I1 for the first strata, it will be H1 upon the length of flow. So for first strata, this capital H1 is the length of flow. So capital H1. Now this value of I1 and I, these are not same. Not same. Similarly, for the second strata, it will be H2 upon capital H2, and for third strata, H3 upon capital H3. So these values are not same in this case, but the discharge is same. As I explained, if Q flow is entering from the left, then Q will be coming out from the right. So that is staying same. Now if we consider unit area here, let's say take unit height and unit width, and I mean considering the flow across this unit area, then we can write using the Darcy's law, if A is equal to 1, then this equation reduces to V is equal to Ki. So Ki is equal to K1 I1. Instead of K, we can write K equivalent. So K1 I1 equal to K2 I2 equal to K3 I3. And if we write the value of hydraulic gradient, so we have K equivalent H by capital H is equal to K1 H1 by capital H1, K2 H2 by capital H2 is equal to K3 H3 by capital H3. From here we can write H1 is equal to K equivalent H1 capital H1 by K1 capital H. Similarly, H2 is equal to K equivalent H2 by K2 H, and H3 is equal to K equivalent H3 by K3 H. Now if H1 is the head loss here, H2 is for the second layer and H3 is for the third layer, then the total head loss H should be equal to the summation of H1 plus H2 plus H3, and we can put the value of H1, H2, H3 here. So we have H is equal to K equivalent H1 upon K1H plus K equivalent H2 upon K2H plus K equivalent H3 upon K3H. Now this small h cancels out as it is there on both the sides, and from here we can write K equivalent as H upon, this H is common so it will come out and we can take it on the left side. So H upon H1 upon K1 plus H2 upon K2 plus H3 upon K3. So that is the expression for average value of coefficient of permeability for vertical case. Now I have done these derivation for 3 layers, but it can be applied to any number of layers. So in case of n layers also, just additional terms will come here, but the same equation is applicable. Now there is one more thing to remember. If we talk about KH or horizontal flow, I mean the equivalent coefficient of permeability in horizontal flow and in vertical flow KV, then KH is always higher than KV. So we can understand it as I explained in this horizontal flow case. Here the flow through different layers is different. So depending upon the value of K, a greater part of flow can take place from one of the layers if the value of coefficient of permeability is higher. That means the water has the choice. So if we have these layers and the value of coefficient of permeability is higher for the first layer, then a lot more flow can take place through this first layer than the other two layers. So that way the average value of this coefficient of permeability is higher. If we talk about vertical flow case, in this case we know that Q is same through all the layers. So there is no choice. The water has to flow through all the layers, and if the value of coefficient of permeability is low in any case, then it will be affecting the value of equivalent coefficient of permeability also a lot more, because there is no choice for the water. So for that reason the horizontal coefficient of permeability is always higher than the vertical one. So that's it for this video. I hope you found this video useful. Please like this video and comment if you have any doubt, and share it with your friends.